That all down, let's get into it. And we're going to start off with this. Every moment that passes brings us one moment closer to Superman. I'm very excited about it, in case you can't tell.
What?
And we're starting to get, yeah, I know. It's a mystery, right?
Since when?
And we are slowly but surely getting more and more information about the film. And now, according to a report, we may know the runtime of the movie. Superhero Hype is reporting the following: that Superman runtime reveals its second shortest in the franchise. They say Superman releases in the United States theaters this coming July, written and directed by James Gunn. While there have been many rumors floating around regarding what the runtime of Gunn's Superman movie may be, the Twitter account DC Film News is now reporting that according to international distributors, which is where we normally get our information on how long a film actually is, who have just received the update, it will be 2 hours and 2 minutes, or 122 minutes. Okay.
Perfect time for a flop.
I got to tell you, whenever runtimes come up, my attitude is always, hey, you know, some movies, 90 minutes is a perfect runtime. Some movies, 3 hours and 30 minutes is the perfect runtime. You never know until you watch it. I just watched Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. I liked the movie, but to me it was too long. Even though there are other movies that are longer that were perfectly fine being longer, right? My initial response to 2 hours and 2 minutes is perfect. Perfect. Because I find myself, and I don't know if Chris, you or Rob can attest to this, but the more movies, the longer I do this and the more movies I see, I often find myself coming up with my main criticism of a lot of movies I see is, it was too long for itself. It should have been tightened up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And hearing that this is coming in about 2 hours tells me, or 2 hours and 2 minutes to be specific, Gunn isn't going to go for a lot of filler. It's hopefully what it means is going to be all thriller, no filler. He's going to tighten up the scenes. The movie's going to have a great pace, hopefully. Or it could be a giant bag of crap. We won't know until we see it. But here's the thing. To people that will say to me, a Superman movie can't be 2 hours. Well, arguably, what some people believe, I think the greatest Superman movie is Man of Steel, but a lot of people believe Superman 2 is like the greatest Superman movie of all time. That was like 2 hours and 6 minutes. Some people say you can't start a new cinematic universe with a movie that's just 2 hours. Last I checked, Star Wars: A New Hope was 2 hours and 1 minute. It didn't seem to have any problems introducing us to the Rebellion, to the Empire, to Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, C-3PO, R2-D2, Chewbacca, and on and on and on. No problems. So therefore...
Don't forget the mouse droid.
And of course, that beep, 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 beep. It, like, the mouse droid should have his own spin-off series on Disney+.
It's coming.
Oh, Iron Man. The first Iron Man was just 2 hours and 6 minutes.
The first Iron Man, which kind of in a way launched the MCU, 2 hours, 6 minutes. This is right in the same vein. Now, again, it will not be until we see the movie. It could be we watch this movie and I'll come out going, this movie should have been 1 hour and 45. Or I might come out saying this movie should have been 2.5 hours. All I'll say is, for now, having not seen the movie, which is when we'll reserve our final judgment, I kind of like hearing that's coming in right around the 2 hour mark. I really do. So whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, we'll find out when it comes out. Anyway, Rob, you see this runtime, 2 hours and 2 minutes. Are you surprised? Were we expecting longer, shorter, good news, bad news? How do you see it?
Well, I'll tell you something. I have never, ever in my entire life, with the thousands of movies I've ever watched, I've never walked out of a movie knowing how long it was. I had to look that up later. And two, if you go by conventional wisdom, a movie script, Hollywood will tell you that a screenplay should be between 90 and 120 pages, preferably shorter than 120 pages. And the conventional wisdom is a page equals a minute of screen time. So theoretically, at the higher end of the spectrum, which if you take a script that's longer than 120 pages into anywhere in Hollywood, they're going to take, the first thing anybody does when you hand them a script is they look at the page count. And if it's over 120 pages, they dismiss you as a rank amateur. Now, you might get a reader to give you a few pages, and if it's a well-written script, they'll read it. But a script should be 120 pages or less. So a movie that's 2 hours and 2 minutes tells me that it's the ultimate in professionalism, because the credits last longer than 2 minutes, which means the script was less than 120 pages, which means James Gunn really knows what he's doing. So I'll look at it that way.
Yeah, I like that. I like what you said. That I love that saying. You've never walked out of a movie knowing how long it was.
Never.
Unfortunately, there are movies I've walked out feeling every minute of it.
Well, that's a different thing.
Yeah, that's a different thing altogether. Anyway, Chris, you see this runtime. I mean, look, ultimately, we won't know if this is the right runtime for the movie till we see it, but I'll admit I'm a bit surprised seeing that it's at 2 hours being the start of the universe. What's your takeaway from this?
All movies, shape and sizes are special, and it's about how you use that time. So
You'd make a good parent.
thank you so much. Never, only to dogs. A human child? Bleh. So I'm excited about this being 2 hours and 2 minutes specifically because that is the exact same runtime as Guardians of the Galaxy. And
was it?
Yep, the very first one.
Wow.
And that is a film we were introduced to so many different characters, and that has been my one kind of, ooh, are we going to have enough time to really get everyone to know who all these folks are that we see popping up in the trailers? And he achieved it with Guardians, so I'm going into this thinking, yeah, I think James Gunn can achieve that in that amount of time. I'm hoping that I just watch this and I'm not thinking about the clock at all. I'm just immersed in the world of DC. And I'm so glad you brought up Superman 2 as that kind of like Superman litmus test almost, because that's what I keep getting from this trailer, right? Is just like, it's Superman 2 meets Superman the animated series is the vibe, and if I get 2 hours of that, I'm happy.
By the way, I do want to give a quick shout out to Elijah Showman and Kalina, who have joined the members, and thank you so much for becoming members of the channels, guys. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Ridge. Hey guys, listen, I love this thing. This is my Ridge wallet, and honestly, I think it's the last wallet I'll probably ever need. I used to carry around this huge, bulky leather beast stuffed with receipts, old cards, and frankly, way too much junk. It messed up my back when I would sit down on it with my back pocket, and since switching to Ridge, game changer. This thing is sleek, compact, holds up to 12 cards plus cash, and it still fits perfectly in my front pocket. I've got the carbon fiber one. It's ridiculously durable and looks amazing. You can choose from over 50 different colors and styles too. And in today's world, this part is key. It's got RFID blocking tech built in so you can keep your info safe from digital thieves. Peace of mind and style? Absolutely. Another added bonus is if you're like me and constantly misplacing your stuff, they even have an AirTag attachment so you can always know where your wallet is. And to make this even better, Ridge gives you free shipping, a 99-day risk-free trial, and a lifetime warranty on all of their products, wallets, key cases, even suitcases. Right now, Ridge is having their huge Memorial Day sale. Get up to 40% off at ridge.com/Campea. That's ridge.com/Campea. And after you buy, tell them our show sent you because it helps a lot. All right, guys, the question is for you. What do you think about this runtime? Now, again, we cannot confirm for you that this is the actual runtime. These are the reports coming out from the exhibitors, and that's normally where we get our runtimes from. But if it is accurate and it's 122 minutes, are you surprised by that? Not surprised by that. I love that you brought up that data. Another James Gunn movie, first Guardians of the Galaxy, also 2 hours and 2 minutes. Love it. Whatever you guys think about it, jump down into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.